And we have Deadpool here. Happy Monday, everybody. It's Gzilla Dominator, and it's the Gzilla Dominator Show. And today, for your exciting viewing pleasure, oh, stop it. We have Gamera. We're going through the Gamera series. We showed you the black and white version at the beginning of our Godzilla series. Yeah, we hear ya. But we're going to go through the beginning of before how they started the children's series. And we're going to get into that. I got to stop Mr. Deadpool here. I'm sorry, he's getting a little annoying today. My head's killing me. So Mr. Deadpool is going bye-bye today. Sorry, folks. I know he's funny, but I'm not feeling very well today. So we're going to get into Mr. Gamera, my second favorite kaiju headliner. Because we got Godzilla, who's favorite, and then Mothra, that's part of the Godzilla series, and then my second favorite is Gamera. I love Gamera. Man, I started watching that when I was a kid. Watched it with my sister Robin. Shout out to Robin. Fist bump. Love you, sis. We used to watch Gamera. Oh, God, that was so fun. We used to watch that on Saturdays, man, when it used to come on Creature Feature. They used to show that. And sometimes during Godzilla Week, they would have feature Gamera, which was outstanding. Man, it was so cool. You know, because it was more kid driven. It had kids in it with monsters. You know, you befriended Gamera, you know, and you got to ride on the flying turtle. It was so freaking cool, you know. And when you're a kid, you know, you let your imagination go wild, you know. You got to freaking fight with a giant kaiju, you know. It was awesome, you know. Man, yeah, those were good days, good times. Loved it. Before I get the show started, shout out to my bro Jay, still in Iowa with my mom. Thoughts and prayers to my mom. Still going through the eye surgeries. Still having a little issues, but she's going to get better. So, you know, a lot of thoughts and prayers for everybody, please. But we miss Jay very much. Miss my mom. But hopefully we'll be seeing both of them soon. Well, back to the show. We're going to get right into the first official in the series, which wasn't really the beginning of the kids. It was more, this is the only film in the original series that does not feature a child as the main human character. It's more, this was more adult. So you're going to get a little bit of, you'll see it here. I've got both the English version and the Japanese. Oh no, I just got the English version of this. But the film was initially meant to be more adult-oriented, with native island dancers appearing topless in this one, in the Japanese version. While the movie was relatively serious, and had some more adult moments, such as intense fights. In the end, the movie released with child audiences in mind. The first draft and script didn't have any references to the first movie. Sorry, I gotta take a drink there, guys. The original idea for the film involved ice-based aliens invading Earth, oppressing humanity.
If we don't get it back.
Another idea the studio considered involved an ice giant from Scandinavian folklore. Eventually, the ice concept was carried over to Barigon's freezing ability. The film is noticeably in the Showa Gamera series due to its lack of child protagonists and more serious atmosphere. Dai took notice that the children were restless during the human drama and playing in rows in the non-monster scenes. For the subsequent film, Dai would add a child protagonist and create or increase the kaiju mayhem to appeal to the short attention span of fans. Which we all know, the short attention span of children. But I don't know about them, but when I was a kid, I was glued to the set when it came to the monster movies. I would sit from end to end and I would watch them over and over and over again. So, I wasn't most children. That was my escape. I love these movies, These monster movies were amazing. And, the practical effects were freaking awesome, For back in that day. Barigon wasn't exactly, you could see some flaws in it, but Gamera was, man, he was cool as heck. He was awesome, Love that movie. It was such a good movie, Yeah, that was a good one. Love that movie, And the cool thing about it, the next one in the series was, oh God, what was it? I think the next one was Gamera versus Gyaos. And that was the one, that Gyaos character was actually the one that actually kind of creeped me out at the beginning. Because, that one kind of ate people. That one was a little more creepier, I don't want to jump ahead, but they came out, redid the Gameraverse back in the 90s, and they came out with Gamera Guardian of the Universe, and and they got more darker with that movie. But yeah, I just remember Gyaos was gnarly, It was very, very gnarly. But I'm gonna get that set up here in a minute. But I'm sorry it took so long. It's been a little hectic around here, but I'll be getting back into a regular twice a week doing the shows. And getting back to myself, I got into a little slump in myself. It's hard for me sometimes I get a little down, and this is my outlet to help myself, and I don't get that extra push to get myself up here to do these. And in my mind, I want to, but then I start feeling sick, and this is what I use this channel for, is to talk. So, you know, when I'm feeling down, I'm going to talk about it. So, but we all feel down now and then, but, we need to use each other to pick ourselves back up again, We need to be there for each other, to help pick each other up. For sure. Hug each other. Lift each other up, because it gets hard sometimes. I do my best to lift everybody up, but it's hard to lift myself up sometimes. I feel most days that I'm letting myself down, and it's not hard for me to talk about. Just sometimes, sometimes I feel like I'm letting everybody down, because, that's just how I feel. So I'm just talking, guys, I'm just talking. So, but that's just how I feel sometimes. But that's why I have this channel, to kind of get that out, and I'm going to be back to the show. I don't want everybody bummed out, and I don't want to bum myself out anymore. So, I've got so much stuff, and I need to start getting stuff out. I tell you what, I'm going to showcase some stuff here. Who remembers this guy? Oh, God, was this movie? Critters. I love Critters. But, I accumulate stuff over the years. But I love horror movies. I love sci-fi. I love anime. Everybody, well, you don't have room. I know I don't have room, so I need to stop. So I'm stopping myself. I gotta show you something I got for my birthday. I got this case from my fabulous daughter Jen and my soon-to-be son-in-law Ben. I call him my son. Oops, upside down, this nice leather case, and these beautiful, I forgot to show you guys this. I'm going to show you just a couple of them. Let's see, where they're at here. I'll show you a couple. Let's see, where they're at. Here, I can show you a couple. I got these cool-ass Pokemon cards, Japanese. I got for my birthday. I wasn't. It surprised the hell out of me. Boy, that made me smile that day. Oh my God, I wanted to cry. I wasn't expecting anything. I never do. I just want a hug. But boy, they made me smile that day. That was awesome. But. Alright, I'm enough. Back to the show. Gamera versus Gyaos. Let me get this set up real quick on my end so we can get into it. I got two different videos to showcase, so... But I got two different versions of it. I have the Japanese trailer, and then I also have the English trailer. So I'm going to do the Japanese first because I always like seeing the difference. So we're going to showcase the... Oops, let me get out of here real quick. We're going to showcase the Japanese first, and then the English. And then I'm going to have a little trivia. So we can go over that. Get on here. Get you going. And get on here. And blow you up. Sorry guys. And Gamera versus Gyaos. We'll get right into the trivia. Give me a second, I'm sorry, I'm a little behind. Alright, Ishiro Honda is said to have been impressed with the film and reportedly sent screenwriter Nissan Takahashi a New Year's card congratulating him on a job well done. While the Gamera films were made to be more childish than Godzilla films, they were noticeably more violent, so I gotta take a drink. They were noticeably more violent. According to director Yusasa, showing bloodshed was a way of making the monsters more animalistic and less anthropomorphized. Writer Nissan Takahashi and director Noraki Yusa wanted to take the series to a new direction. Yusa felt that the previous film had failed to be entertaining to children, which is why he decided the protagonist should once again be a child. As Yusa explained in an interview, when I was young, after Japan had lost the war, the adults I looked up to suddenly went from being very militaristic to anti-militaristic because of the hypocrisy. I felt like I couldn't trust adults anymore. I hope when I grew up, it was my way of still be like a child. I think the sentiment can be seen in my movies. After the previous film had been given a large budget, Dai decided to reduce the budget for the films brought back director Noriko Yusa, who was tasked in directing both human drama and monster scenes. This is the first film in which Gamera bleeds. So let me grab another one here. We're gonna grab... Sorry about that. This is... Whoops. Sorry. This is the English version that I'm showing you. I thought that was very interesting to share with you. That this is the first Gamera movie where they show a monster bleeding.
Return of the giant monster.
And Gyaos was wicked because he had that laser and it would be clean. And when it cut, it was like, wow. And when they did the scenes in Guardians of the Universe, you really saw it when they, were able to do it better. And it was crazy. And that is Gamera versus Gyaos. So I thought that was great. And the next one we're going to talk about is Gamera versus Viras, which is freaking crazy. That's going to be the next one and last one we're going to talk about. So I'm trying to keep these videos down to under half an hour so they're not so long-winded for you guys. This one is, I always thought this one was a little weird looking, but still cool, you know? I love the trivia in these things too. So let me get that set up for you, and we're going to talk about that movie. But yeah, Viras was such a weird looking, yeah, weird looking one. And yeah. No, it wasn't Viras. It was the other one. This one was actually kind of cool, if I remember right. So we're gonna get right into that one. I'm kind of, my mind doesn't catch up sometimes, but we'll get right into this one, and I'll get right into the trivia. And here we go with Gamera versus Viras. This was the first film in the series to use flashbacks from the previous Gamera films, as well as saving money on production. In this film, the flashback sequences lasted approximately 15 minutes. American International titles, its U.S. version, Destroy All Planets, after the success they had with the release of Destroy All Monsters. It was the final appearance in the series. The camera that one of the kids has its Polaroid swinger for the first low-cost black and white instant camera. Before this inexpensive plastic version, Polaroids were made from high-quality materials and quite costly. Series director Norika Yusa named this as his personal favorite of the films she made, describing it as purely a children's movie. This is the Japanese version. I'm going to show you I remember watching this one as a kid. This was actually one of my favorites too. I don't know if Robin remembers this one. I'm sure she will, because the eyes always got me. Their eyes, it was crazy. This is the one. The creature was so weird. Yeah, this was the one that was weird. I was right. And I always thought the spaceship was really cool because it was like a bee. But the creature was weird because it had the face. And then it was like a squid. It was so weird. But the face always got me though. It was so weird when before it got bigger. It was so strange. But it did a lot of damage though when it got to Gamera. But this is definitely a real fun movie though. I liked it. Okay, oops, let me get to the other one. We're gonna get right into the English one for you guys. And here we go. Right into the English one. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I did not. Oh, yep, here it is. Sorry, guys. Getting ahead of myself. Here we go. This is from the Monsters Report. But the ship was always really cool because it did. It looked like a beehive or a bee. So I was expecting like bee people, but their eyes were freaking cool as heck. How they made their eyes. That was the best part of the movie. The special effects in this movie were so amazing. And even the details of Gamera. I mean, he looked realistic. He was so realistic. And watching him fly was so awesome. Everything about this movie was amazing. Yeah, this is a great movie. A great movie. So this gets the Godzilla Dominator thumbs up. And this is the best movie of the day. I love this movie. And it gets my approval. So we are going to, yay. I hope you guys enjoyed the Gamera movies because I got more to show after this because I'm just going to go through the Gamera because there's less Gamera movies than there are Godzilla movies. But I wanted to share these with you before I got more into the Godzilla because I'm going to finish up the Godzilla and then we're going to get right into Ultraman because there's so much to get into. I'm going to go from Ultraman. Once I get into Ultraman, we're going to kind of go Ultraman, Godzilla, kind of flop back and forth. And then I'm going to get some series into Power Rangers and some other things. And then also, we're going to have some special guests. Ben's going to be on my show. We're going to start talking about music, different kinds of music. I love music. I love everything about music. I'm big with art, music, everything. So, I love everything. So this is going to end the show. I'm sorry I got all moody there for a little bit. I just had to share how I was feeling over the last week and a half, and I apologize for that. I just had to get that off my chest. But I love you guys. Just love each other. Always be there for each other. Lift each other up. I do want to say again, Jay, we love you. Miss you. And giving you and Mom a big hug. And God bless. And we'll see you next time. Oh, like and subscribe.